If you have a buyer or somebody you're shipping an item to that's within 500 miles, it's gonna be better to go ground advantage than priority. I'm doing a little research for this, and I noticed that everyone that made the video before, the Cha-Ching King and then this Millennial Prophet guy, they both have the same look. And then look at this guy did the same one too. So I'll link their channels below, but I think that's pretty funny. How's it going? In today's video, we're gonna talk about ground advantage shipping. Ground advantage shipping is brand new. It came out a couple months ago, and the most important thing about it is it saves you a ton of money. But let me explain why it saves you a ton of money and when it is important to use priority mail and when it is important to use ground advantage. First things first, I put a YouTube video out about shipping items on eBay, and I got a lot of great feedback until ground advantage came back. Then people started saying this video is obsolete. So guess what? We're updating this video. In my post office, I have a friend there. He told me the ins and outs, the skinny, the word. He gave me all the data about it. The most important thing I want to explain with ground advantage is it did replace first class and parcel select. With the addition of ground advantage, you now have $100 insurance on all the items shipped that way. And then you also have a shipping time of 2 to 5 days, which actually is pretty competitive with priority mail. Why do people use priority mail? Priority mail means it's going through air. Ground advantage means you have the advantage of it going through trucks, which means it's going to be a little cheaper. The one caveat to this is if you have a buyer or somebody you're shipping an item to that's within 500 miles, it's gonna be better to go ground advantage than priority. Also gonna be a little cheaper to go ground advantage, so it kind of incentivizes you to use ground advantage. And the reason being is just because it's priority mail doesn't mean it always gets put on a plane. That's what my friend at the post office was saying. Within 500 miles, priority mail is still gonna go on a truck, meaning it's still gonna have about the same speed as ground advantage. That is the biggest thing. If you're using ground advantage like me as a full-time clothing reseller, I use a lot of these poly bags. The poly bags I use are from Jiaropack. Jiaropack is a shipping company that provides colored poly mailers for a very affordable price. The reason they're affordable is because you do not have to go to Amazon or eBay to get them. You can actually use my code Taylor10 to get 10% off, and you can get a plethora of colors. I made it to the Jiaropack website, and you can see here they got the bubble mailers and then they got the regular poly mailers. Now I go for the 10 by 13 poly mailers, and it looks like they have 9 different colors to choose from. They got the colors right here. So Sakura pink, teal blue, peach pink, beige, royal blue, light purple. Royal blue's gotta be one of like the crisp colors they have. They got this forest green, which is okay, lake blue, which I would call that sky blue, and then they got mint green, which looks similar. And as you can see here, you can get these types of packs in the colors, but then if you go to white, you can get 5,000 if you're a heavy hitter. I want to get the royal blue, and I'll probably be getting a few thousand packs. And you can see the price right here. At $1,062.99, and like I said, Taylor 10, you get your 10% discount. If you guys are looking for some poly bags, like I said, Jiaropack, use the code Taylor 10 to get your 10% off. It does help the channel out. I do earn a little bit of commission on it, so I appreciate everyone that orders. And if you need to re-up, don't just go with the plain white bags. Go with Jiaropack and get you some colored mailers. So we're gonna jump into the computer here. I'm gonna show you a couple examples of why it's gonna be better to use ground advantage and then when it's gonna be better to use flat rate mailer. All right, so jumping into the computer, we have a polo. This is gonna be a rowback golf polo that sold. It sold for $100 plus $8.99 shipping. Yes, for this video, I picked my best sale of the week so I could show you guys. And I haven't shipped it out yet, but it is going to Texas. It's about 12 ounces. I didn't weigh it. It may be less than 12 ounces. But when we scroll down here and we check our shipping options on eBay, we have a ton. So you have priority mail, $7.04. We have USPS ground advantage, $4.74. So if you're typically, been selling, you're going to go first class, which would be this, roughly around the $4 mark for this. But we have ground advantage now that is replacing first class mail. Now look here, we have UPS ground, and see how it's $7.03, and then USPS priority is $7.04. That's the sneaky stuff UPS ground is trying to do to get that sale, and do not fall for it. FedEx Smart Post, $7.55. They're trying, right? Then we have flat rate envelope, $7.60. So let's scroll back up, and let's just say this item was 1 pound, 12 ounces, and it had the same dimensions. When we scroll down and look at the rates, we see priority mail, $7.20. USPS ground advantage, $7.15. This is going in Texas, so it's not going to get there any faster than this is. They're probably going to go on the same trucks. If it was in New York, like I said, this would be faster. Then we have here USPS ground 19 cents, like I'd said before, 1 penny less than priority. Let's bump this up to 3 pounds, 12 ounces and decide, are we going to use ground advantage still? Scrolling down, USPS priority is still at $7.20. UPS ground less. And then where is ground advantage? All the way here at the bottom, $8.11. So it is a disadvantage if it's over 2 pounds. And that's when you're going to want to go with priority. Does it make sense to go UPS ground? It doesn't, because it's still in Texas. At what weight does it make sense? Let's say this was 13 pounds. USPS priority is at $14.46. You have your flat rate envelopes, and then you have ground advantage, $12.46. So you can see here, ground advantage is making up a lot of money. Like $2 is a lot. I mean, when it comes to shipments, it's going to get there, the same time, because it's within 500 miles. And then I don't even see UPS ground. There it is, $13.82. So FedEx starts beating UPS ground out whenever it gets a little heavier. Let's go to one more example. All right, so we have this Tommy Bahama linen short sleeve shirt. It sold for $23.99, and I charged the buyers $8.99. You can get into it a little bit later and ask me why that's the case, but I talk about it all the time. This video is mainly about ground advantage, so let's just check it out. 12-ounce rate. USPS priority mail is $8.41. Now, this is going to California, mind you. So we're outside of Texas, going to California. USPS ground advantage, $5.04. So that is like the reasonable rate that you would have for first class in the past. Now it is ground advantage. Then we have our flat rate envelope, $7.60, which is cheaper than the priority now. You see how that changes, because flat rate, you stay at that rate as long as it's under 70 pounds. And then when we scroll down, we have UPS ground, and look, $8.40. So they pulled the old penny trick again. Now let's bump up the weight a little bit. So we told you if it goes over 2 pounds, it starts to change. So we're going to go 3 pounds here, 12 ounces, and see what we're looking at. Okay, priority mail, $15.53. Now we have the flat rate options, which are always good. And then ground advantage, though, check it out. $10.61 compared to $15.53 for priority. Now this says 7 to 11 days for ground advantage, and it says 6 to 9 for priority. I can tell you it will definitely go on a plane if you select priority, because of the distance. If you go ground advantage, it's still going to truck across America to get there. That's why you're paying less, but it also may be closer to that September 10th, 11th, rather than, priority mail would be like the 8th or 9th if it caught on a plane today. Now we look at UPS ground. They are at $13.02. So they are lower than priority, but they're not as low as ground advantage. That's pretty much what I want to talk to about this video. Like, ground advantage is going to be better for all the items under 2 pounds. And then anything over, it still might be a little bit better. I set up my shipping policies as like a standard shipping policy where the buyer is expected to get it within 2 to 5 days. And then I try to get it there with the, most affordable, but also most reasonable. If it's out of the country and it's only like a 10-cent difference, not out of the country. If the item is going further away and it's only like a 20-cent difference, sometimes I do go through air rather than ground, because I value the extra day that it may get whenever you ship it that way. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any more questions, please drop them down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. A lot of you guys watch, a lot of you guys don't subscribe, but hey, I do lives. I talk about eBay, I talk about reselling. If you guys are into that, or you just have more questions about shipping in general, go ahead and hit me up, comment, Instagram, all the good things. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.